Hi, I'm gonna show you how to make a really good corned beef brisket. It's it's a semi-frugal meal. This package was $11, but this will feed my family of 4 at least 2 meals. So breaking down to about $6, $6, because this is a kilogram. So this is about 2.5 pounds, 2.2 pounds or so. So the package also says like boil it and stuff, but I found a recipe I'm going to try, and it's going to be kind of barbecue-y, a Texan barbecue brisket. So I'm going to take it out of the package and I'm going to put it in this pan, and I'll show you the seasonings. I'm not going to measure, but I will link the recipe below. So I took out the brisket out of the bag and I'm just going to put it in the pan. And so in this container I'm going to mix all the seasonings together first and then rub it into the meat. So some black pepper, I'm just putting some in. We like things a bit spicy in this house, so some garlic powder. As you can tell, I'm really measuring it. Some chili powder. Not too much, because I don't want really a chili. It called for ground mustard, but if you don't have ground mustard, using regular yellow mustard or Dijon mustard would work. Basically, you're making like a barbecue sauce. I'm gonna put some sea salt and some onion powder. And that calls for some crushed bay leaves, so I'm gonna take a couple of these out. Break them up. So basically you're making like a dry rub for this that you're going to rub all over the meat. And then I have the oven set for 350. You're going to roast this without a cover and no liquid for an hour. And then you're going to cover it and lower the temperature. Well, first put some liquid in there. It calls for beef broth, but I think I'm going to use onion soup mix to give it some more of an oniony flavor. So here's a mixture of the rub. Also, it's best to do a brisket with the fat side up so that it has a time to get the fat to render, because you don't really want fatty stuff. There. Just gonna cover that all up. And there you go. Rub whatever stuff I can get off of this and just put it back on there. There we go. And it also called for some sugar. And so I'm going to put some sugar. It called for brown sugar, but I didn't have any that I can find. So I'm going to use some white sugar. Just going to shake some of that down. Put that on the other side. That will caramelize with the fat and stuff and basically make like a barbecue type rub. Put this back on there. And I'll put that in the oven for an hour. So I am taking an onion soup mix, putting with the rest of the seasoning that was in that bowl, and I'm going to add some water to that to the roast. I just changed the temperature to 300 And there, I put some water in there. I'm just stirring that up. I'm going to pour it on the roast. Add a little bit of water, some more water to that, because there's still some in there. There's some more water. And now I'm going to look at this roast. There's lots of brown bits at the bottom there. I want to get those off. Just going to turn this roast around. To get the other side. You want to get all the yummy bits there, not burned but stuck to the bottom, because that's basically flavoring. Now cook this for an hour at 300 on this side, and I'll turn it around. Again, this is the... Okay. There we go. Here is the slow-cooked corned beef. Look at the wonderful coloring on the edges. It's falling apart. Tastes wonderful. This is the drippings. I added water to and cornstarch. I'm going to make a gravy. And then I cooked up some potatoes and mashed them. And then with some broccoli and asparagus. And that's for supper. It is really good. So, this whole meal, this was $11. Broccoli was $1. The asparagus was $1.50. The potatoes, that's maybe $1 worth. So that's $3.50, $14.50 for supper. And that's going to feed 4 plus extras. So, this is so good. I don't know if I will be able to stop my family from having more, because I'm having trouble picking off it. But still, under $15, and this is not something I normally pick up. This is something I pick up when it's on sale. Oh, by the way, a secret for making yummy mashed potatoes is just butter, milk, and some Hellmann's mayonnaise. You put that in there and whip it. If you had a hand mixer, you could do that and make it even fluffier, but it's super good. I just used the last little bit in the jar. And there we go, and that's supper. My husband said that tonight's supper was the best supper we've had all month. Unfortunately, my daughter and I, we will get to eat it later on tonight or tomorrow, as we are not home. So, just thought I would let you know.